Today I'm here in Aberdeen at the OT IT Cyber Summit, and I'm here with David Scott, who's the Deputy Assistant Director of the FBI Cyber Division. David, it's lovely to get an opportunity to speak to you. So today's conference is about looking at cybersecurity from an operational technology perspective. Why is that important?
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. This is a great venue at Robert Gordon University, and it's a pleasure to be here. It's very important that our OT systems, our industrial control systems, are intact and they're protected from all of our adversaries, whether it's an advanced persistent threat or whether it's a criminal actor. So we want to make sure that all of our critical infrastructure is protected, and we can do that by being transparent and sharing information. We work with agencies within the United States, but also our UK partners, to put together products and intelligence sharing on advanced persistent threats. We know that some of the APT actors are looking at tools and methods to actually infiltrate the OT systems in our critical infrastructure. And so by ensuring that we're sharing information together, we can combat those actors and keep them out of our OT systems, out of our industrial control systems, and we can protect our critical infrastructure through teamwork.
David, you were on a panel today discussing working together for a safer Scotland with international partners. What are the key drivers for collaboration?
And I think the key drivers for collaboration are people first. There's nothing more important than people in cyber. Unlike any other thing that the FBI works, that our international partners work, other U.S. agencies work, cyber brings everybody into the fight, and it requires people to be willing to work as a team. We often say that cyber is a team sport, and that's not just a cliche saying. That is truly what it takes to combat our cyber adversaries. So we have to bring people together who are willing to get out of their silos, to get out of their comfort zones, and get out of their seats and actually work together face to face to develop those partnerships, because those partnerships are what it's going to take to actually combat these cyber adversaries. The second thing is transparency. I think that we all have to be transparent and willing to share information. That's everybody from the government agencies willing to share information on the threats to the victims being willing to report if they're the victim of a cyber incident. We know we only hear about 20% or so of cyber events and cyber incidents, and we want to make sure that we increase those numbers and we hear more about the cyber incidents so that we can react and get assistance out to those cyber victims.
You're absolutely right. It's so important to increase the reporting so that we can learn and share that information and use it to the best advantage. And lastly, David, your role as the Deputy Assistant Director of the FBI. Could you tell us in a snapshot, what does that role involve from the Cyber Division?
In that role, I oversee the operational branch of the FBI Cyber Division, and then I serve in the dual role as the Director of the National Cyber Investigative Joint Task Force. Both of those, I would look at my role as almost the coach. We talked about the teamwork, we talked about the partnerships. It's trying to bring all of the agencies together. Within the NCI JTF, we have 38 different agencies that work together, as well as our partners from international organizations. And so we bring all of that together and then coordinate as well with the private sector. So it's my role, I see it as bringing everybody together, looking at one strategy, one collaborative effort to protect all of our victims from both the criminal threat and the nation state actors. And we can do that by all working together. So that's what my role is. It's just being the team player, trying to make sure that others are team players. I often tell the executives from other agencies who are bringing people to join the NCI JTF and putting representatives there on the task force, we're looking for extroverts. We want somebody who's actually going to get out of their seat and go over and meet face-to-face with their partners, because it's that face-to-face interaction that's really going to help us in this team sport.
David, thank you so much for coming to Scotland, but being so involved in today's conference and sharing your knowledge and experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.